So, I've always been quite skeptical about hypnosis, but talking to Sally made me realise that a massive part of that was not really understanding what hypnosis was. We all have our kind of Darren Brown ideas and our, stage hypnosis, making people cluck like chickens, but it really isn't like that at all. So for the last few years, I've been doing a lot of personal development work, a lot of work on a very conscious level around running my own business, around getting over my blocks. But what had become really clear to me recently was that I kept coming up against the same blocks again and again and again. So while I almost knew what I had to do on a conscious level, there was something subconscious that was still blocking me. So when Sally told me about RTT and how it works, how it's all about going back and accessing those memories where you formed certain negative beliefs about yourself that you've carried with you your whole life, it sounded like the right time in my business, in my life, to give that a go. And the thing I particularly wanted to work on was money, because, everyone has a story about money, everyone has hang-ups about money. Personally, I had a lot of anxiety around not having enough, around spending money, around my savings. So I really wanted to go to work on that, because I didn't want that same anxiety to keep coming up when it comes to running a business. Having money blocks really isn't helpful. So I really wanted to work on that. And in the session, Sally was absolutely amazing. Any kind of worries I might have had about hypnosis, she just made me feel so comfortable, so relaxed. The session's 2 hours long, and you kind of get put into this trance, and then it's like you go back and you look into your past at where you remember these sort of beliefs forming. And the biggest breakthrough for me was I accessed a memory from when I was 11 years old that I haven't thought about since. And it was a really pivotal moment, it turns out, where I had decided, or had developed in one moment, in one experience, a really limiting idea of what I believed I deserved and what I believed I could have. And it turns out that belief, I'm pretty sure, has been running like background noise for the last 20 years. So the idea is that even within that first session, you come to these sorts of realizations. And then afterwards, you get a 30-minute recording that you create in the session that you listen to every day for the next 30 days. And you kind of see these mindsets start to shift. I had something happen just 2 days after the session where, for the first time in ages, for as long as I could remember, I felt this real desire just to go out and treat myself to something, to treat myself to a little treat, a little luxury. And I ended up going out and spending £200 on myself in about an hour. And that within half an hour, literally on my walk home from going shopping in Brighton, I had an email land in my inbox for a job, which was probably it was the biggest, ballsiest quote I had sent out, and it landed. And that felt incredible. So, immediately within 48 hours, I had this sense that, something's starting to shift. And then over the course of the 30 days, I've been listening to the recording that Sally gave me, and it's kind of trickled in, and a lot of the anxiety that I was feeling about the future, that I was feeling about my capability, that I was feeling about my financial security, really has felt like it's started to disappear. And this is an anxiety that I've had for many years. So I think it was a combination of the exact right technique at the exact right time. And of course, there's always work to still be done when it comes to getting over your blocks. And self-development and self-love is an ongoing journey. But if you are looking for a monumental kick in the right direction, then definitely have a chat to Sally, explore RTT, because she is awesome and I really think this stuff works.